Oh, time for a DataMiner Kata. Do you know what time it is? It's Friday and it's time for another Bringing the Thunder with an exciting kata. We have another hands-on tutorial for us to look at and you to actually do. And I have a brand new guest with me again. I always love new people because that means you are interested and you are excited to even sometimes step out of the comfort zone and really show us as an expert what we're about to see. So who are you and what do you do here at Skyline?
Hello.
Hello.
My name is Willem. I work in the data core domain.
Yes.
And more specifically in the squad that handles the augmented operations.
Analytics and augmented.
Yes.
You must know Driss then. Dennis.
Dennis.
Dennis, oh my God, no, don't kill me, man. Yes. Oh boy, he's gonna kill me. Dennis, yes. Dennis been on here as well, very enthusiastically showing us things to do.
Normally Dennis is our presenter.
But I'm really happy that you are wanting to do this. So what is the topic you have for us today? What are we gonna be looking into and trying out?
I'm gonna talk a bit about the more hidden augmented operation feature, pattern matching.
Okay, it's a secret, a hidden one.
Well, it's not a secret, but if you don't define a pattern, you will see nothing in Cube or it's less visible.
So it's not by default something you see, you have to do a little bit of setup to actually see it, and you're gonna show us how to do that.
Yes.
Cool, so should we jump in? Okay, let's have a look.
Nice,
so any prerequisites, something that they need before we get started? I'm guessing a data miner.
A data miner, they do need the Elasticsearch or STAS database to be able to work with pattern matching.
But and if you spin up a new DAS, does it have everything you need?
Yes.
Okay, so that's a way to do it.
I will also show it to you on the DAS system. So.
Okay, so I mean, if it works for the DAS here, then it'll work on your DAS.
Let's hope it works.
Well, Murphy sometimes rears its head. It's a thing, but we'll work through it. Let's have a look at what we need to do. So I can see we have the catalog open here with a solution, a package. That's a prerequisite. I'm guessing that holds your exercise.
Yes.
Okay, so Kata working with pattern matching and trend graphs.
Yes.
So if we look for anything concerning that, we'll find that and deploy it.
Deploy it, just on your system.
Yep.
I already deployed it just to be sure that everything worked. So
perfect.
But this is the package you need to deploy.
Excellent. Okay, so we have a DAS here. I can see some views. I can see some elements. So
this view should be created with these four elements.
Cool. All right. Perfect. So, and what's our next step? We've got the initial prerequisites, I think. So
yes.
What do we do?
Maybe we can double check whether pattern matching is even running. So we can go to System Center, System Settings, Analytics Config. Let me close this quickly.
Okay.
Then if we scroll down, normally you should be able to see here pattern matching enabled on true.
Okay.
There's also we can optimize the memory usage so that we don't use too much memory.
You can kind of scale it, or you can kind of put it.
It's a safeguard that we don't.
A threshold. That's the term I was looking for. Indeed. You can put a threshold on it to make sure it doesn't suck up all the memory.
Yes.
Because we're dealing with analyzing analytics patterns. All of that can be quite heavy on the memory and the load. Being able to have a threshold on that is actually quite intelligent, smart. Yes. So well done on that one. Okay, cool. So we know on our DAS setup it's active because we can see.
You can see here. Normally, if you don't have Elastic or STAS, you will not see it in the analytics config.
Right.
So don't worry too much if you don't see it. Probably it's a database thing then.
Okay. And if they would like to enable it on an existing, like a self-hosted setup, it's probably documented in our documentation how to do that, or
it should be.
It should be. Well, we'll link it down there on how to do that in case you need it, or it'll be in the tutorial that will also link. Cool. All right. So we know it's active.
Yes.
Great.
So pattern matching mostly used to help you with, for instance, a bit the alarm template. Sometimes, let's take an example. when the temperature rises, you want to see also the fan speed rising or the air cool.
Yeah.
So those two things are normal behavior.
Yes.
So it's a bit hard to put an alarm template on there. So it would, with pattern matching, you could do it like my temperature is rising, but my fan speed stays then.
Or the other way around. Fan speed seems to go up, but temperature isn't rising. So why is it happening?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's one nice example. The other one, the one we will do the demos about, is more to give context to your trend graph.
Okay.
So let's go to this first element. Like we have here the video server. I have here the CPU load. Let's go to week to date. So we have a few spikes.
Yes.
But okay, what is the spike? What does it mean? Could be everything.
Yeah, something on the system.
Something on the system.
Use more CPU.
Yeah. But okay, let's add some parameters, extra parameters to investigate what's going on. We'll add them all.
So disk space, available physical, and a video feed. Okay.
We'll add them. Let's down. Let me also quickly split the curve to make it a bit more visible.
All right. A few cool little tips and tricks already getting shown to us with you working with the trend graph, splitting curves and all of that. Excellent. So now we've got a cool graph here with a lot of...
Increase it a bit.
All right.
Maybe a bit more visible. Like now we see already a few things. Like here, this spike.
Yes.
This happens. The green one has a dip. The same here. The green one has a dip. So we see already here a nice recurring pattern. And this is a backup being taken. So now pattern matching comes into play. Let's select this part. So for me, this is with the right mouse click, but this is a user setting.
Oh, okay.
So you can, maybe I should quickly show it. Can be handy because we changed the default setting recently. So you can here go to settings, trending, and then graph actions. So here.
It allows you to say what the left and the right mouse button do. Okay,
you can
so
do whatever you want.
Part of the settings configurable as you please. Excellent.
Yes. So here, let's start. I will create here a pattern, but I will take the more options, the more advanced, because you see it's only the green and the blue one that are part of my pattern.
Yes.
And I don't want them all. So let's call it backup.
Yeah, because at that point you now know that's taking a backup. Yes. So you are indicating that with a kind of a label or something for that specific pattern.
Indeed, I am the expert, I know the context, so I can let people that are not the expert or don't know the context, let them know. Okay,
this is okay.
This is a backup. This is okay. So, but okay, these are the sub-patterns we didn't want. So let's deselect them.
Well, wouldn't available... Can you scroll down a bit? Wouldn't available physical memory also be impacted? Because I think it goes up. Oh no, it should go down.
It should also maybe go down, but in our demo it doesn't.
Okay, demo data.
The demo data.
Sorry, I pointed out a demo thing. It happens. It happens. Never mind that one. So we know in this demo that it's set up the CPU load to be in the same with the free disk space that dips down.
Yeah, probably there will be other parameters that also.
Yeah, and the real world scenario, the physical one would also do something else, and you might see some a short-term memory spike that then drops again as it takes the backup. All of that. So makes sense. Okay.
Okay, so let's create it.
All right.
So here we see it appearing, and also the matches.
Oh yeah, so it immediately so it does detect the matches and all. It
does detect the matches immediately. So if we now. Let's check the pattern again. That can do the edit. We see there are only 2 sub-patterns.
Yes.
That's what we want. So here we see also something different.
Yeah.
These spikes. So let's also select this one.
Okay.
Again to the advanced menu. This is the video feed.
Okay.
So let's call it broadcasting something.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not that original in my descriptions.
We're broadcasting something. I mean, it says what it is. Eh? So that involves a bump in the CPU because we're using our software and using the hardware to actually broadcast things. Seeing some...
Also a bump in the video feed.
Yes, because we're seeing...
drop in the available physical memory.
Right, because we're using all of those system resources to do broadcasting.
Yes.
Okay.
So, but yeah, the free disk space we will unselect because, yeah, if we would have added it, it could cause that it doesn't match because, yeah, it can be something completely different the next time.
Right.
So, and again.
Right. So there's only one there getting, the other ones are the backups. So, but it does detect, yeah. So we added it now to indicate.
If I scroll out a bit, there will probably be another one here.
Okay, right.
Okay. So, but let's go back to our CPU load. Go week to date. Now you see we have the tags, we have the context we wanted.
And stupid question maybe, or silly question, but how far back does that go? Like, does it calculate it based on when you zoom out and then you just see more of it, or does it in the background?
It does it in a few steps indeed.
Okay.
So I think it's the first month, and if you zoom out more, it will calculate also more.
Okay, so it kind of pre-calculates like maybe up to a month or something, and then if you zoom out more, it'll... Okay.
But you have to watch out a bit as well. That it could be some, if you zoom out, you get average data and no longer real-time data.
Okay.
So it could be that your pattern is kind of averaged out and it's not that visible anymore.
All right.
So the matching is not perfect in that case.
Okay, and do you need to match it always on the real-time, or could you say, okay, well, I'm not going to do real-time trending, everything is average trending, and then I'm going to just make the patterns on average trending? Would that work, you think, or?
That should work.
That should work.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, amazing. So we already have something detecting those patterns. That's cool.
Maybe something nice to show here as well. Like, I see the backup now, but you think I want a bit more confirmation, and you can press this button here, the multivariate icon.
Okay.
If you press it, it will load all the...
the related...
the parameters that also are in the path. Same here.
Okay.
And again, if there are a lot of parameters, it's sometimes handy to see if you hover over it, it will highlight the parameters involved in that pattern.
Okay,
so
okay.
The backup is only those 2 parameters, and here it's the other 3.
So it gives you a lot of power to really analyze all the trending and all the data that you've collected in your system, really label everything that you know, so that I'm guessing then in the alarming, if something happens that you don't know, it can throw an alarm probably, or you can do something like that. Okay. Interesting. Very cool.
Okay. And now I wanted to go into a bit more detail in this advanced menu to show what's even more possible. I wanted to start here with element. So you see here, this is applied to element. So by default, we only do it on one element, but you could choose to do it on protocol level. This means that the pattern will apply immediately on all elements with the same protocol.
Okay, so every element that uses that protocol or that connector will then check for that pattern or those patterns. Okay.
That could save you a lot of manual work.
Okay, and then it'll trigger if as soon as one of those matches a pattern, or do all of those? Is it an AND or an OR? Like
an OR.
An OR. So as soon as one of the elements of that protocol matches, it'll...
Yes.
Cool.
So the subpatterns is an AND. It will only trigger if both subpatterns happen.
Yeah.
But the protocol is an OR. So if one of the elements...
Okay.
It's a bit too wide. Let's make it a bit smaller. So you can also increase or decrease the size a bit.
Okay.
Okay. So let's go to an element that's the same. So again, the CPU load, week to date.
Okay, so now it should be calculating the patterns that we set up.
Let me check if I did something wrong. Well, changing the size.
It is loading there.
Yeah, but something went wrong. I didn't. Let's put it all on protocol.
Yeah,
I probably forgot the last one. That's probably the issue I had.
Okay. I was gonna say we did get a little pop-up saying that was too wide, you said, or something.
Yeah,
like
but probably it was another issue too.
Oh,
Typically,
right.
the error was too wide. It was probably because I forgot this last one.
Right. Well,
If you put it to protocol, you have to put them all to protocols.
Yeah, okay, not one of the... Okay, well, you can blame me, I keep distracting you. That's why I'm here. Apparently, I just distract that. Okay,
Let's go to the other element now.
All right, so...
And now it appears.
Yeah, so now it detects that there was at least one match there.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
We can do something similar in tables. That's again here.
So a specific trend graph for a cell in a table there.
Yes, it's a bit the same. You see, we do like our backup use case. So here we see we have this nice.
Yeah, a nice spike up and a spike down, depending on the graph there.
So let's select it. Let's call it again a backup table. That's also something it's better to watch out a bit. The label or the tag name isn't unique. So for your own hygiene, it's better to make it a bit unique, because if it pops up with that
Okay, so you could have multiple backup table labels that, for example, someone else had assigned, and okay, so it's better to make sure you add something to it so that it's unique at least. Well, it's similar when you write any logging while developing or something, you want to debug something, you want to make sure that everything you log is unique. So in this case, the labels as well. Yeah,
indeed, it's just something to watch out, because element names, for instance, are unique, but
yes. Okay,
here, because we have a table, we see here something extra popping up.
Yeah, so that's this is single row server 1.
This means we would only do it on that single row, but we can also choose to do it on all rows in the table, and not only the top one. So it's a bit similar as with the element.
Yeah, where you select just the element or all connector or all processes, and now you can, select all rows.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, did I distract you again? Did we mark all of them?
I hope so. Let's check. Let's quickly go to, let's pick server 3.
So a different row, we should be, there we go.
And they appear.
Yeah. It's quite fast too, actually, because there's probably quite some analysis in the background having to happen to do this. So, I mean, it's impressive that it's pretty quick to show that. That's nice.
It's indeed very optimized for speed as well.
Yeah. Awesome.
And then there's a last one.
Cool. All right. Showing us a lot of nice things here. Okay.
This is a lot of data, so this is a bit slower. Okay.
That's a lot of data, yeah? Okay, that's a lot of things happening there.
Yeah.
Power consumption.
And I also already defined the pattern here. So you can go to, if you click right mouse click, you can go to here, trend patterns.
Yes.
And then you also already have a nice overview of the patterns that are defined on your on that specific parameter.
Oh, okay, on that specific parameter.
And if you click here, show all parameters, you see all.
Oh, the backup table, video feed, so all the ones we've made. Okay, so you do have a way to, is the label I'm making unique or not?
Yes.
You could have a quick look in there. Okay, awesome.
Because like you see here, you don't always see the pattern in your trend graph, and then you cannot edit it or.
Yes.
So here I have just the memory spike is just a bump up. And that's it. What I wanted to show here is this checkbox.
Continually detect patterns in the background. Okay.
So we have two options, like what you saw before. Is like the matching. That's when you open the trend graph. It does the match, it calculates, and then it returns. But it also has continuously detect patterns in the background.
Okay.
This is the one that takes a bit more memory, because it's really in the background. Every new point that comes in, it's checking whether the pattern is there or not.
Oh, right. Okay. So that one really calculates on the input of new data, not necessarily on someone opening the view. Okay.
That's really in the background. And that's one also writes the occurrences or the events to the database. So if you want to use it in, for instance, dashboards or something,
you need that one active.
You need that one active, because otherwise, because it's only calculated when you open a trend graph,
so
you don't save.
Disabling that means you are going to be using this pattern analyzing, pattern matching more as a visual analysis. As a human, you want to go through all the trend graphs to debug something or to check everything is okay.
Yeah.
That's when you would disable that to save on some memory.
For instance, the backup example is something where you don't need to run probably in the background necessarily. Depends. We also have a use case to detect whether the backup doesn't happen.
Yes.
Then you do need it again.
Right, so because if you want to use it for alarming or to trigger something automatically, then it makes sense that it needs to happen every time new data comes in. Because then you're not at your computer necessarily. You might just get a text message saying, hey, your backup didn't happen. Okay, cool. All right.
Okay. So let's go quickly here. This is a button to generate such a pattern.
All right.
Let's open our trend graph again.
Right, so we just had power consumption looked pretty...
It was rather stable, yes.
Well, yeah. Right.
It's a bit vanished, but yeah, if you would zoom out, it would look very stable.
All right.
You see the average is rather... Normally we should peak up now.
Okay.
Maybe zoom out a bit. No, there you see.
So the button now added a bunch of pretty much history sets in the background. I'm guessing just added a whole bunch of data so we can simulate.
No, the button just made it go up and down.
Oh, okay.
It's right. You don't see it in the trend graph, but you see the tag appearing.
Okay, because we have the automatic thing, and it was open as well. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so it's not this demo is without. It's just from now it made the spike.
Okay.
And you see it appearing here.
Okay.
So the tag appears. You don't have to close and open to see the tag again.
Right.
This is maybe also a nice moment to say the difference between the colors. Did you notice some were different?
No, really? I didn't? Man, you distracted me with your explanations. It's your fault.
So we have the dark orange ones and the light orange ones.
Oh, okay.
The dark orange ones are
I thought you just selected one. Maybe. Okay, dark and light.
Yeah, the dark ones are the ones that are being detected in the background. So they are stored in the database. So we load them also.
Okay, so the dark ones in the database are the ones you could use for alarming and triggering things automatically. The light ones
are the matching when you open the trend graph.
Cool. All right. Just a little
difference
there, but you can use it to analyze what you've done and which kind of labels. So it's per pattern then that you can decide if it's in the background or not.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Maybe just this one also became
the blue. Light bulb.
The light bulb.
Yes. That's the biggest one I remember from Dennis, his showcase of all the analytics stuff.
One recent pattern occurrence detected.
Right.
So we have here also a suggestion event. We're looking into updating that they also can be alarms, but for now they will only be suggestion events.
Right.
So you can find them through the light bulb.
Yes.
Or and the suggestion event.
Open a new tab and select suggestion events.
But the suggestion events are also the anomaly suggestions and so on. It's not only patterns.
Also anomaly detection and all of that. Okay.
So you do get also a suggestion event because it popped up because it's been calculated.
Yes. Okay, that's pretty awesome. Anything else you want to show us, or is there a point where we say, okay, everyone following along at this point, if you take like a screenshot of something to give them some DevOps points? I don't know if you've got anything else prepared, or if you can recommend a position for a screenshot. I don't know.
No, I'm at the end of my demos. So,
yeah.
But we're always interested in patterns in the wild, so...
Oh, patterns in the wild, okay.
Yeah, we want to improve pattern matching, but
okay.
It's also nice to have real life examples because, like you pointed out, our demo was not perfect because you would maybe
the physical memory.
physical,
Yeah. But it's a demo, yeah.
So it's nice to have examples of real life
all right.
patterns.
Well, can you show us one where we had multiple patterns, maybe a trend again? I think on the video server and CPU load, maybe, yeah. So how about then we issue well, let's see if it close up first, yeah. Let's issue a challenge then to all the viewers. So you'll get some DevOps points if you send a screenshot of just following along with us, because we can't really expect everyone to immediately have a bunch of patterns. But I mean, if you have some patterns in the wild, please do send those in. A screenshot of this one is fine, but the screenshots of your patterns would be that much more appreciated. We will make sure that we send those on to the right people, so that they can actually also have a look at what happens in the actual, world, and we can make better demos then.
Not only better demos, but we can also improve the feature itself.
Yes, indeed. So, well, thank you very much for making some time making this and showing this amazing exercise, learning a lot about the new patterns and all of that. Everyone watching from YouTube, don't forget you can like, subscribe, and ring that bell to know whenever we upload a new video. And other than that, thank you very much. Thank you as well, and we'll catch you on the next one.